Welcome back, students. Welcome to the class. Now we will going to discuss a new topic. The topic is called as what? The topic is called as the defects in the solids. So first we talk about imperfection in solids. Now in almost all ionic crystals have well-defined order of the constituent ions. An ionic crystal which has the same unit cell containing the same number of lattice points throughout the whole crystal is known as ideal crystal. Now, what do you mean by that? It means that what we have till studied is that idealism, that every point, every lattice point, every void, everything, radius ratio rule, everything is perfectly matched, and atoms and ions and molecules are able to occupy their space as suggested by the concept. But that can only happen only at 0 Kelvin, because as the temperature increases, what will happen? Definitely there will be imperfection arises. However, such ideal crystals exist only at absolute zero temperature. At any temperature, now any temperature above 0 Kelvin, the crystals have some departure from the complete ordered arrangement. Now what happens as the temperature increases, the molecule tend to what? Vibrate about their mean position. Okay, so if they are acquiring now kinetic energy, definitely they will move, they will oscillate, they will vibrate, and due to that what happen? Some imperfection will happen. In actual practice, it is nearly impossible to grow a perfect or ideal crystal. A solid consists of number of many small crystal or grains, each of which is deformed because it is highly packed among other deformed crystals. Even single crystals which are grown with all care and which appear to be perfect contain some internal irregularities. Any deviation from completely ordered arrangement is called as disorder or imperfection. Now, if any crystal are perfect in that unit cells consist of the ideal arrangement of the atoms or molecule and all cell linked up in three dimension with no distortion. Now it means if you consider that no distortion will occur, that will be an ideal concept. Okay, that will be an ideal concept. Why? Because some cells may have one or two more atoms or less, whereas other may have one or more than that, the ideal unit cell. So what can happen that if the system has more number of atoms or more number of ions than the ideal crystal suggests? What if the number of atoms or ions are less than the ideal suggested one? So it means that number of atom in a system can have what? Maybe less or maybe more. So whether it is less or more, definitely what happens? Definitely an imperfection will take place. The imperfection of crystals are called as crystal defects. Crystal defects are results of thermodynamic equilibrium contributed also by increase in entropy. Now, because any disorderness, because what is entropy? It is the degree of disorderness of the system. So if any disorderness happen, if any ion or any ideal, if system go from ideal to non-ideal, definitely entropy will increase. So you can say entropy will be the promoting factor in the you will say development of the what? Development of the imperfection in the solid. Only at unattainable 0 Kelvin. Why it is called unattainable? Because till now that temperature cannot be obtained. 0 Kelvin can never be obtained. In other words, no crystal can be absolutely perfect. Why? Because if in this expression you put delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now T can be 0 only at absolute 0, and that is never possible. Okay, 0 Kelvin never possible. Sure. However, so that value can't be 0. Okay, so definitely you will have some this factor T delta S. This is disorderness factor. So at every temperature there will be some disorderness factor. Remember that. However, the degree of imperfection may vary from compound to compound. On the other hand, some solid-like structures called flickering clusters also exist in a liquid. For example, the density of water is highest at 4 degrees Celsius, that is 277 Kelvin. The flickering clusters increases as the temperature drops below 277, and the water density decreases as a result. The missing and the lacking of atoms or ions in an ideal or imaginary crystal lattice, and the misalignment of unit cell in the real crystals are called crystal defect or solid defects. So you can call it what? Maybe deviation, maybe missing, maybe lacking, maybe misalignment, maybe anything. That is called what? That is called as solid defect or crystal defect. Crystal defect occurs as points. So number 1 is point. Number 2 along lines or in the form of surface, and they are called as point defects, line defects or plane defects. I am repeating once more: point defects, line defect and plane defects. And in our IIT and NEET syllabus we have only discussion about what? Discussion about the point defects. Point defects, I already told you, they are also called as thermodynamic defects also. So line and plane defect you will not going to discuss in your class 12th, either in IIT syllabus or in the NEET syllabus or in the CBSE syllabus. Only we discuss about what? Point defects. Okay. Now point defects, they can be divided into Frankel defect, Schottky defect, and these often occur in ionic crystals. Remember that. So chances of occurring them in molecular crystals and in pure atomic crystals is very rare. The form is due to the both of them is due to the misplacement of ions and creation of vacancies. Charges are balanced in the whole crystal despite the presence of interstitial or extra ion or vacancies. Remember that. You may have addition of extra ion, you may have loss of ions, or you may have loss of some vacancies, but despite being all these factors, electrical neutrality of the compound is maintained. Remember that. Okay. On the other hand, when only vacancies of cations and anions are present with no interstitial or misplaced ion, the defects are called as Schottky defect. You can say then when equal number of cation and anions are missing from their places. Maybe it is too early to say, because in your when I say equal number of cation and ion, then it means I am talking about only uni-positive and uni-negative ion crystals. Okay, what will happen if you have a di-positive cation or a di-positive anion? Then what will happen in that case? Okay, so But in you have all the questions on unipositive cation and anion. Okay, so point defects are common in crystal with large anion like AgBr, AgI. Okay, due to this defect, the ions have some freedom to move about in the crystals, making them relatively good conductors. These are called as ionic conductors. Unlike metals in which electrons are responsible for electrical conductivity, ionic conductors are attracted a lot of attention because the fuel cell and battery technology required conducting solids to separate the electrodes. That is very interesting concept because the because now scientists want to bring down the cost of the electrodes in the fuel cell, because if the electrode cost can be brought down, then fuel cell can be used in day-to-day activities also. Sure about that. Line defect, although not a part of syllabus, so let's only look at its definition. Line defects are mostly due to misalignment of ions or presence of vacancies along the ions. When ions are missing in otherwise perfect area of ions, an edge dislocation appears. Edge dislocation is responsible for the ductility and malleability. Okay, in fact, the hammering and stretching of material often involves movement of edge dislocations. Movement of dislocation give rises to this plastic behavior. Line dislocation do not end inside a crystal, and they either form loops or end at the surface or in a single crystal. Dislocation is characterized by the Burgers vectors. If you imagine going around the dislocation line and exactly going back as many atoms in each direction to move forward, you will not come back to the same atom where you have started. Okay, why? Because dislocate, because malleability, because certain what happens, certain floating has been taken place in the crystal lattice. That's why it is happening. Okay, but we concentrate our study on point defects. Now, in case of what? In case of atomic imperfection or point defects, if the deviation occurs because of missing ions, displaced atoms, or extra atom, the imperfection is called point defects. Remember that, I am repeating once more. If the deviation occurs because of missing point, because of displaced atom, or because of extra atoms, then the imperfection is called point defect. Such defects can be resulted of imperfect packing during the original crystallization, or they may arise because of thermal vibration of atoms at an higher temperature. Elevated means higher temperature, because with the increase in thermal energy, there will be an increased probability of individual ion jumping out of their position up to the lower energy level. That is definitely happen. Okay. So point of the defect is that defects can be what? Stoichiometric defect, non-stoichiometric defect, and impurity defects. I am repeating once more. Point defects can be what? Point defects can be what? Stoichiometry, non-stoichiometric, and impurity. As we already know that point defects can be what? Stoichiometric, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. So first of all, look at the stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect means it is a type of defect which does not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. It means this is known as intrinsic or thermodynamic defect, which do not change the defect which does not change what? Which does not change the formula of the compound. Okay, sure about that or not? Stoichiometry of the solid is not changed. Type of the stoichiometric defects: vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect, and Schottky defect. I am repeating once more: vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect and Schottky defect. These are various stoichiometric defects. Vacancy defects and integrity defects are found in non-ionic compound, while similar defects found in ionic compound are Frankel defect and Schottky defect. And repeating once more, vacancy defect and interstitial defects mainly found in non-ionic compounds, and Frankel and Schottky mainly occurs in what? Mainly occurs in ionic compound. You have to really remember that. I'm repeating once more, vacancy and interstitial defects. These defects occur in non-ionic compound most of the cases, and Frankel defect and Schottky defect, they happens in case of ionic compounds. Now look at the figure A and figure B. This is B figure, that is A figure. The figure A represents the vacancy defect and figure B represents the interstitial defect. Now first take into consideration the vacancy defect. Now in case of vacancy defect, what we are observing, when some lattice sites left vacant while the formation of the crystal, the defect is called as vacancy. Now here you can see that these atoms are being occupied, given by the white. Now red white, this red line show, red cross show what? This red square is there. The red square shows that atoms are missing from this place. So a vacancy defect is formed. I am repeating once more. When some lattice left vacant, red square, if you see that red square, these are the two red squares, okay? If you see these two red squares, these are what? These are left vacant while the formation of crystal. The defect is called as vacancy defect. In vacancy defect, the atom is missing from its regular atomic position, and missing of the atom, the density of the substance decreases. Because of vacancy defect, the vacancy defect develops a heat generally on heating of the substance. Now in vacancy defect, as we already told you, that occurs mainly in case of non-ionic compound. One of the atom or molecule may be missing from their position, that where it should be present, that happens due to the heating. The second defect is called as what? It is called as interstitial defect. Okay, in figure B you can see that now there is no missing of the atom. All white positions are being occupied. But some extra red colored ions are occupying the interstitial positions. Okay, look at these red particles occupying the interstitial. They are red spheres are there. So the red spheres comes extra in the crystal lattice. So sometimes in the formation of the lattice structure, some of the atom occupy interstitial sites. The defect arises because of this is called interstitial defect. If some extra atoms or ions add to the crystal, and that particular atom or ion occupy the interstitial void, then it is called as interstitial defect. The interstitial defect, some points occupy site at which generally there is no atom in the crystal lattice. So where would that atom or ion would go? Where in actual practice, in ideal static condition, no atom or ion should be there. So the position where no atom or ion should be there, but at that position some atoms or ions are present, it is called as interstitial defect. Because of the interstitial defect, the number of atoms becomes large. The number of atoms becomes large in size, and number of lattice sites. So increase in atom increases the density. So interstitial defect increases the density of the substance. Why? Because the atom or ion that comes to the lattice, its position is not well defined, but it is now present in the voids, in the interstitial voids. So resulting in what? And while the all regular positions are being occupied, nothing is missing. The vacancy defect and interstitial defects are found only in non-ionic compound. I am repeating once more, vacancy defect and interstitial defect only found in non-ionic compound. Such defect found in ionic compounds are known as Frankel defect and Schottky defect. Are you sure about that? So remember these things in your mind always. Now look at that Frankel defect and Schottky defect. Now in case of what? In case of Frankel defect, it is the type of the vacancy defect in ionic compound that some of the in case of Frankel defect, what happens? The in the regular arrangement of cation and anion, usually the cation it absence from its normal side and present in some interstitial side. So you can say that Frankel defect is actually two defect, interstitial defect as well as point defect. Why? Because from its regular position the cation is missing and it has taken some interstitial void available within the same lattice. So what happens? I'm repeating once more. Cation is missing from its normal position, but it does not go out of the lattice. It will occupy some interstitial void that is present in the lattice itself. So now the cation is present in some interstitial void and missing from its normal position. So it is both a point defect as well as a interstitial defect. Okay. So I am repeating once more. Frankel defect, it is a type of defect in ionic compound. Look at the picture. See, you can see here that atom from this position. I am talking about this position. The cation has been missing and appears here. In this case, from here also it is missing and taken up some position. So what happens? The atom and ion that is missing from its position have taken some places here and there. Okay, are you sure about that? Clear? So in type of vacancy defect, the ionic compound, some of the ions usually smaller in size, which are definitely cation, dislocated from their original position and create defect. This defect is known as Frankel defect. Since the defect arises because of dislocation of the ion, so it is known as dislocation defect because one of the cation is missing from its place. But as the number of cations and ion which remain equal, even because of this effect, the density of the substance does not changes. Okay, neither increases nor decreases. Ionic compounds having large difference in their size between the cation and anion, like ZnS, AgCl, AgBr, AgI. What happens? Sulfide ion is much more bigger. Iodide ion is much more bigger. Bromide ion, chloride ions are much more bigger than the Ag plus cation. Or sulfide ion is more bigger than zinc 2 plus cation. So what has happened in all these cases? The cation missing from its lattice point and occupy some interstitial void. Okay. So these compounds have smaller size cation compared to the size of the anion. So you can say that the compound which show Frankel defect, they have low ionic character. Are you sure about that? Schottky defect, that is very, very important. Schottky defect is mainly found in compounds having large ionic character. There is a small difference between the size of the cation and the anion. Sure about that? And in case of Frankel defect, coordination number is low. But in case of Schottky defect, the compounds have large coordination number. Like in ZnS, coordination number is only 4. But in CFCl, KCl, NaCl, in CFCl, coordination number is 8. In NaCl, coordination number is 6. So Schottky defect is shown by compounds having large ionic character. Frankel defect is shown by compounds having relatively small ionic character. Okay. Schottky defect is a type of simple vacancy defect and shown by ionic solids having cations and anions almost similar in size. One of the example, that is AGBR, show both type of defects. That is very very important. You have to know that this question comes in many times. That name the solid which can show both Schottky defect and Frankel defect. When cation and anion both are missing from their regular sites, look at the picture D. From here cation is missing, from here anion is missing. So when both cation and anions are missing from their voids, from their position, okay, but equal number should be missing. Why? Otherwise what will happen? Electrical neutrality should be maintained. So this type of defect is called as what? Called as Schottky defect. In Schottky defect, the number of missing cation is equal to number of missing anion in order to maintain the electrical neutrality. Since Schottky defect arises due to missing of constituent particles, so density of the compound decreases. That is very very important. So in Frankel there is no change in density, but in case of Schottky there is a change in density of the crystal. Now look at that again once more. Look at the Schottky defect. In case of Schottky defect, what we are seeing here, that here you can see that a cation has been missing. Similarly, you can see that here in this case, what happens here? You can say anion is missing. So equal number of cation and anions. In this case, I am repeating once more. This is the case where cation miss. This is the case where anion. Now, if equal number of cation and anion are missing from the place, then it is called a Schottky defect. Okay. Here also you can see that two types of balls are being given. The red ball, the red type ball, this red ball is cation and this blue ball is anion. So you can see there, here what happens, in here you can see there one blue ball is missing and here one red ball is missing. Okay, so when what happens, so it means when equal number of cation and anion miss, when equal number of cation and anions are miss, then the effect is called as Schottky defect. It does not change the density. It does not change the density. Does not change density. Okay, mainly occurs in compound having coordination number high. Coordination number high. Ionic character large. Ionic character large. Now, if you define once more, how could you define? Schottky defect is a type of point defect or imperfection in solid which is caused by vacant position that is generated in the lattice due to the atom or ion moving out from the interior to the surface. I am repeating one more. Atom or ion moving out from the interior to the surface of the crystal. That is very very important. Okay, that ion are missing from their lattice positions. Okay, clear? Now what are the characteristics of Schottky defect? This is a very small difference in the size of cation and anion, so large ionic character. Cation and anion both leave the crystal lattice. I shown you here, both cation and anion are leaving. Here in this case, what happens if we change the arrow here? This is now blue color. Blue color position is what? Blue color position is anion and yellow color position is cation. So equal number of what? Equal number of cation and anion are there. Here also you can change. I am changing. This is blue color. This is what? Red colored cation, blue colored anion. In this case, anion is missing, and in this case, cation is missing. Are you going to get that? So equal number of cation and anion, they are missing from their lattice. Atoms also move out of the crystal lattice permanently. that the cation and anion they leave the crystal permanently. Generally, two vacancies are formed. Density of the solid decreases. Example क्या है? It is a type of defect in a crystal that mostly occur in highly ionic compound or highly coordination compound. That their coordination number is high, ionic nature is high. I am repeating once more. In this type defect, crystal mostly occur in high ionic compound or highly coordination number. The compound lattice has only small difference in size between the anion and cation. So cation of size of the anion and cation is nearly same. Are you sure? Some of the most common example are what? NaCl, potassium chloride, potassium bromide, cesium chloride, and silver bromide. And remember one more point. There are 10 power 6. There 10 power 6 Schottky pair. 10 power 6 Schottky pair per centimeter cube of the lattice. That if I draw a lattice of 1 centimeter length, breadth and height, so total volume becomes 1 centimeter cube. In that small volume, you can form 10 power 6 Schottky pair. Okay? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that or not? And it is well known fact that in 1 centimeter cube, what you have? You have 10 power 22 ions present. ठीक है? Are you sure about that? So it means what? So it means that there will be one Schottky defect occurs per 10 power 69. That after every 10 power 69, what happens? ठीक है? Per Schottky defect occur. So it is huge number. Okay, so that's why density is markedly very lowered. I am repeating once more. There are 10 power 6 Schottky pair per centimeter cube. Since 1 centimeter cube contains 10 power 22 ions, so remove from that 10 power 6. So after every 10 power 69, there is one Schottky defect occur. Are you sure about that? That is very. Now look at that here. Now how you will calculate the number of what? How will you calculate the number of Schottky pair? The number of defects per mx crystals can be calculated by using the formula. Why? Because one formula can be mx. The other formula can be what? Let us suppose you have other crystals also which have formula like M2Y. Then what can happen? The number of defects per mx crystals can be by the given formula is what? That n is the total number of atoms and ns is what? Number of Schottky defects per unit volume. Okay, sure about that? So what can be the case now? So the case is that number of Schottky pair is nearly equal to n. Okay, what is n here? N here is density of the ionic crystals into Avogadro number divided by molar mass of the ionic crystal compound. I am repeating once more. Density of the ionic crystals into Avogadro number divided by molar mass. Are you sure? That is what? Number of atoms per unit volume actually. What is n? Number of atoms per unit volume. And enthalpy of defect formation, and R is gas constant, that is 8.134 joules Kelvin inverse mole inverse, and T is the temperature in Kelvin term. So Ns is equal to N exponential power minus delta H by 2RT. Are you sure about that? That is the number of Schottky defect formed per unit volume, where N, capital N, represent number of atoms present in per unit volume, and that can be determined by multiplying density into Avogadro number divided by the molar mass of the compound. Now you can easily see that here what happens. Na plus ion and chloride ions are given. Na plus ions are shown by pink ball, and chloride ions are given by the green balls. Now what would you see here? That a pink ball is missing from here. A pink ball is missing from here. And a green ball is missing from here. So that is pink ball, that is green ball. Are you sure about that? So both are equal in number. So that type of defect is called as what? That type of defect is called as a Schottky defect, when equal number of cation and anions are missing. Here also you can see that here. Here what is happening? Here one of the cation is missing, that is A plus is missing. And here what happened? One of the anion, that is B negative, is missing. So when equal number of cation and anions are missing from the crystal lattice, it is called Schottky defect. Now what could we say there? Frankel defect. We already discussed that, but once more. If an ion is missing from its correct lattice, causing a vacancy or a hole, and occupies an interstitial side, electrical neutrality as well as the stoichiometric compound is maintained. Now here you can see that here A is missing, but it goes here. Similarly, A is missing, it will go somewhere. Okay, so what happens? Generally, cation being smaller in size, it gets displaced from its actual position and taken up the voids which are randomly available in the crystal lattice. Okay, so cation will occupy the space available inside the crystal lattice. Okay, this type of defect is called as what? This is called as Frankel defect. It does not cause any change in the density of the crystal. Since cations are usually smaller, it is more common to find cations occupying interstitial sites. It happens with the compounds having low coordination number, large difference size of cation and anion, and what? Compounds having high polarizing cation and easily polarizable anion. That is very, very important. If you buy Ag plus ZnH2 plus, they have high, you can say, polarizing power according to the Fazan rule, because they have pseudo noble gas configuration. Ag plus and zinc 2 plus have a pseudo noble gas configuration. So the ions with pseudo noble gas configuration, they have what? They have high polarizing power. So anions get polarized. So due to polarization of anions, a large covalent character has been developed, and that's why you have coordination number low. Okay, you can here see that in this case also you can easily see that. What are you seeing? That an ion is missing from its lattice and occupies some interstitial void there. So from this position it is being missed but occupy here. This leads to the formation of Frankel defect. Okay. Now we have to see the results of Frankel defect, that is consequence. As no ions are missing from the crystal lattice, the density of the solid remains same. The closeness of like charges tend to increase the dielectric constant of the crystal. I am repeating once more. The closeness of the like charges tend to increase the dielectric constant of the crystal. The crystal conducts electricity to a small extent by the ionic mechanism. Are you sure? I am repeating the concept once more. The closeness of the like charges tend to increase the dielectric constant. And second, the crystal conducts electricity to a small extent by ionic mechanism. And most importantly, the density of the crystal remains the same. Now the number of Frankel voids calculated by the formula n under root star n E power delta H by 2 RT, where capital N is the normally occupied position and N star is the number of available position to the moving ion, and delta H is the formation of enthalpy for one Frankel defect. Okay, sure about that? And solid found with the Frankel defect, the crystal solid with the Frankel defect have low coordination number. Remember that one more thing. Gibbs energy of the crystal tend to decrease, which means that Frankel defect is favorable to occur. Okay, and most important, Frankel defect are intrinsic defect because the existence cause the what Gibbs energy of crystal to decrease. Are you sure about that or no? This is very very important. What I am saying, very very. Now, if you see the difference between these two factors, that Schottky defect is a type of point defects. Frankel defect is also a point defect. So Schottky defect is a type of point defect that occurs due to the loss of atoms from the crystal lattice in stoichiometric unit. While Frankel defect is a type of atoms defect occurs due to the loss of one atom or small ions. In Schottky defect, the density of the lattice is reduced. In Frankel defect, density of the lattice remains constant. In Schottky defect, mass of the lattice is reduced. In Frankel defect, mass of the lattice remains constant. In Schottky defect, atom or ions leave the lattice. In Frankel defect, atoms or ions leave their position but remain inside the lattice. Schottky defect occurs in lattice with ions very small in size. Frankel defect occurs with the ions having large in size and have difference in size is also large. You can see here Frankel defect in this case. Okay, what happens? Cation vacancy happens and interstitial cation is there. So cation missing from there and occupies the space here. Frankel defect is two type of defect: dislocation defect plus interstitial defect. Dislocation defect plus interstitial defect. Okay, ZNS, AGCL, AGBR, they have able to show this type of defect. Again look at the difference between the Schottky and Frankel defect. Schottky defect in an ionic crystal arises when equal number of cation and anions are missing from their normal position, resulting in equal number of cation and anion vacancies, so decrease in the density crystals. In Frankel defect occurs in those ionic crystals in which some ions, generally cations, leave their normal lattice and occupy interstitial side. The density of the crystal does not change.